Congressman Jerry Connolly, a Democrat from Virginia, a member of the House Oversight Committee, joins us right now. Congressman, thanks for the time. Your initial thoughts on this and the breaking story?
Yeah, I completely reject what I just heard by way of apologist for what is, I think, illegal behavior. Obstruction is obstruction. It has nothing to do with whether you're an insider or an outsider, whether the establishment likes you or not. This is a country of due process of law. And when you are intimidating a witness, dangling reappointment in front of a witness in exchange by implication for backing off an investigation, ongoing investigation, and when in fact you are explicit in trying to persuade that same director to back off a specific investigation of a specific individual, that is obstruction of justice. And that is a very serious matter.
Yeah. And we are handling it seriously here, different points of view on all sides, but you seem convinced that this memo, as described in the New York Times, is accurate, number one, and number two, displays exactly what is written here. Do you have any concerns that FBI Director Comey at the time did not tell Acting Director McCabe, it doesn't seem, or the Deputy Attorney General Rosenstein, who both testified on Capitol Hill, that there was no effort of interference or rolling back the investigation in any way, shape, or form from the White House?
I'm all in favor of getting at the truth. And I believe at this point that requires the appointment of a special counsel, special prosecutor. But if the facts lead us in the direction you suggest, I will accept that. In fact, I would prefer that. I don't want to see a cloud, a legal, if not constitutional cloud, over any president. We're one country at one time, and we need to be operating with some cohesion at the top. This has jeopardized all of that in a very brief period of time, and it needs to be cleared up as quickly as possible.
And, Congressman, what do you think are the next steps in this? It seems every day we have another story on this front. From a Capitol Hill perspective, what happens next?
Well, I think so much damage has been done. We either have to, I think, appoint a special prosecutor, but we've got to try the best we can to find a way that best restores credibility in the Oval Office. He's about to go on a foreign trip. What ally is going to trust intelligence with this president if all of these reports are accurate or even close to being accurate? And who's going to look at the United States as this pinnacle and of virtue and this paragon of Western leadership when this kind of damaging cloud is hanging over the chief executive? So it's in our interest, it's in their interest, it's in his interest to get to the bottom of this and see where the truth leads us.
And last thing, why do you think Director Comey didn't resign?
I have no idea. It's a question well put to him. I think Director Comey didn't believe there was any substantial grounds for why he would resign.
Well, if the president was asking him, as you suggest, this memo says, to stop an investigation, perhaps he would have resigned at that point.
Based on my experience with Comey, which is limited to a hearing or two, I see a man who believes that he had his finger in the dice, and therefore the last thing in the world that ought to happen is him resigning. He was going to continue to protect the investigation. I think that's how he sees himself. Whether that's accurate, whether that's proved to be good judgment, we'll only know as a serious investigation proceeds.
Congressman, thank you very much for your time tonight.
My pleasure. Thank you.